73 yarders. We won. It's here. What's up, everybody? Red alert, everyone. Red effing alert. It's time for a new Doctor Who spin-off. Yes, I am not kidding. No, I am not joking. The time has come. Stephen Russell Davies. This kid has been up to something. I knew, man. Don't think you're slick. The time has come. If you're unaware, it was announced just a few hours ago now that we, as Doctor Who fans, are going to be receiving a brand new spin-off TV show, real spin-off, entitled The War Between the Land and the Sea. Hell yeah. And it's set to start filming next month. And I can't wait because, boy, trust me, this one sounds like a banger. But what is the war between the land and the sea? Well, here we go, baby. Time to explain. I'm gonna put the hat on. I'm gonna lock in. Get ready, folks. You're in for a bumpy ride. Bom, bom. If you guys didn't know, my favorite episode of the last series, series 14, was episode 4, 73 yards. And I think we all know why. But something you might not know is the line that the 15th Doctor states as he exits the TARDIS at the beginning and end of that same episode. Now, I, of course, know this episode basically off by heart after analyzing it as deeply as I did for those past few videos. But even from just the preview clips alone, I knew that this line was important, and we're finally beginning to see how. The rocks and the water, it never ends. The war between the land and the sea. He said it. Rumors have been circulating for months now about the elusive Doctor Who spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea. We've heard it be leaked, dropped, cancelled, and now finally officially announced, so it's been quite a journey. Now, the pitch I initially heard for this series was that it would be a spin-off centered around the Silurians and the Sea Devils, set mostly in ancient times, prehistoric Earth. But from a budgetary perspective, I can understand why that idea might have fallen through. More recently, I heard that it would be a Martha Jones-centered spin-off, and as the #1 member of the Martha Jones fan club, I was going absolutely fucking crazy. I was legit over the moon, guys. You actually don't even know. Those in the Discord can attest. I was losing my mind. And now we finally have some concrete information. Another thing people have been speculating about in the fandom is the inevitable unit spin-off that we all kind of saw coming after episodes like The Giggle and The Legend of Ruby Sunday, especially given Rusty Davies' previous habit of making spin-offs like The Sarah Jane Adventures and Torchwood. And it seems that these two ideas have been merged together. The cast announcement for this series includes Kate Stewart, my guy Ibrahim, and Tish Jones. Okay. Where's Martha? Don't play with me, Mr. T. Davies. Mr. T. Mr. T. Kirk. Name yourself after a Star Trek character? That's why you're one of the students, kid. The students and the master. Anyway, put Martha in the show. But what is the show? What are we even talking about? Allow me to present all that we know so far about the new and upcoming Doctor Who spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea. Writer Pete McTeague and producer Russell T Davies present a new 5-part series set in the newly established Doctor Who universe. Sounds like I'm quoting something. It's just me being official. When a fearsome and ancient species emerges from the ocean, dramatically revealing themselves to humanity, an international crisis is triggered. With the entire population at risk, UNIT steps into action as the land and sea wage war. Now that is an actual quote this time. Pete McTeague you might know from Kablam, famous episode beloved by all, I'm pretty sure. And also that Sea Devil short from the season 9 box set. You guys remember that one? And it's directed by Dylan Holmes Williams, my GOAT, my king. I fucking love this guy, man. He did 2 episodes last series and he has already established himself as one of the best directors in the entire history of Doctor Who. He is simply that good, man. Additionally, Russell Tovey will be in it because Russell Tovey is in every Rusty Davies show. And that's kind of all that we know about the casting. Now let's talk about the plot. What can we imagine from it? So it's a 5-part drama. That immediately makes me think of Torchwood Children of Earth, a previous, vastly popular, serialized Doctor Who spin-off, the 3rd series of Torchwood, and also one of, if not the darkest, story in the entirety of the Doctor Who canon. At least the on-screen Doctor Who canon. It is rather miserable. I don't know if this show will get that dark, and I kind of don't want it to, but I can imagine from the description, from the cast, from the fact that it's a high-stakes drama, something of that caliber is is pretty much what we can be expecting. And as for the plot itself, it seems we're leading more so into the Silurian direction mentioned earlier rather than the Martha Jones direction, sadly. I say sadly, this all seems cool as fuck. And if you have watched my video about the Joy to the World trailer, which you should by the way, I'm uploading that right now as I record the video actually, you will know that this isn't too big a surprise because as featured in that clip, and presumably the whole episode, is a new Silurian with a subtle but noticeable redesign. So this all seems pretty cool. I don't know if this new species will be Silurians or Sea Devils or the Merca. Please be the Merca. But whatever it is, I am in. If you don't know, the Silurians in the 50 years that they have been a part of this program have only featured as the primary antagonists of 3 episodes, all of which practically share the exact same story. The Silurians themselves raise an incredibly interesting moral dilemma, one which has entertained fans for many decades. But if you have watched those 3 episodes, you will know that humanity in universe has never really had to tackle any of those interesting moral questions, because all the Silurians have either been killed or put back to sleep before they can do. It's the curse of Doctor Who having to wrap itself up at the end of each episode. They raise all these interesting moral questions, then they have to put them all back neatly after it's done playing. Well, no longer. It seems this series will be confronting them head on. That's what should have been done with the Zygons in Series 9. The human race will finally have to deal with sharing the planet. Are the Silurians worthy of sharing the planet with? It's a war between the land and the sea. They are a beautiful race filled with millions of peaceful, innocent, kind people. But also the more dominant sex do, you know, kill a bunch. Lots of people. They practice eugenics as well. Go to war for fun, so it's a hard balance. The Silurians are a warlike race, but at the same time, can you blame them? They are an innocent, sentient civilization, a piece of life on Earth that actually had a claim to it before we even evolved. If anything, they have more of a right to this planet than we do. Or did they give it up as they went into hibernation? Also, as you can imagine just from the plot synopsis, this is likely to be a series that tackles climate change, at least in a metaphorical capacity. You know, they're gonna have a ticking clock, and can all the humans deal with the war between the land and the sea? You know, sea levels rising, stuff like that. Maybe I'm just reaching, but I feel like it doesn't take a genius to deduce the direction that they're probably gonna take the series in. And I think that's all cool. I think it's a brilliant idea. In my opinion, this is actually a perfect idea for a spin-off. But I just can't lie. There is a part of me that was really connected to that Martha Jones idea that was floating around. It was going to be set in a small Welsh village, not unlike the one that featured in 73 Yards, if not the exact same one that featured in 73 Yards, and would feature Martha going freelance, investigating some strange goings on with the help of UNIT occasionally dropping in. It seemed a lot more like Broadchurch than Children of Earth, and I don't know, I just like the image it painted in my head. Also, I wanted more Martha. This does seem really cool too. The reference to 73 Yards in the title may be just that, but I do hold out hope, or should I say cope, that the two will be connected somehow. Either way, I am so goddamn in. This series sounds like it's something out of a dream. Legit. The premise is something that fans would pitch to each other as something that would obviously never happen, but would just be cool as fuck. Except this time it's actually happening. Oh my god. And we're getting world building for the new era as well. It's exquisite. All I'm gonna say is Legend of the Sea Devils, my arch nemesis episode. You're kind of screwing this one up, pal. Even from beyond the grave, it still manages to take L's. I can't believe that episode is the first Sea Devils episode of the revival. And oh my days, they did them so dirty. You couldn't have waited a few years so that this could be the Sea Devils' first appearance? The saddest part is, the best part of Legend of the Sea Devils is the Sea Devils redesign. Like, they actually look cool as fuck. Such a great design wasted on such a bad episode. This is what people who hate the Chibnall era think every episode of the Chibnall era is like. It ain't all this bad, man, trust me. But anyway, what do you think? You in? You out! Children of Earth style drama focused entirely on the moral dilemmas that the Silurians and their existence could raise? Personally, count me in. I'm all in! It's something Doctor Who has never been able to properly do in the past, simply due to the format of the show. But here, with the freedom of a spin-off, we can finally do what we've always wanted, which is exactly what the spin-off should be for. Personally, I prefer an idea like this over something like Class any day. And I know Class has its fans, all 4 of them, but I did a video video on that like ages ago, so you can check that out if you want. But anyway, if this is what we can expect from the Hooniverse, then consider me mighty pleased. You did good, King. You did good. Also, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Can you please have Chris Chibnall be a guest writer? Man, that would be some Chad fucking shit. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I'm married to the game, people, and this is my honeymoon. Don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And a massive, huge, ginormous thank you to every single one of you beautiful channel members who help support the channel. You guys get me through the hardest times. I owe it all to you. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.